with shit. Whereas if you're just drowning it out all the time, then that becomes a habit.
But it's so crazy. It became even a bigger habit for me, right? I don't know how long ago it was when I got shot, but when I got shot, they ended up. They actually, the crazy thing is they didn't do surgery or anything, right? I got shot. It was so many people outside the hospital that they were like, man, we need to get him out of here, because they never seen nothing like that. So they don't know if the people outside was against me or was for me. They just never seen it. So long story short, left, got home, cleaned around and just got the bleeding to stop. But days later, they tried to prescribe me medicine. I think I took the medicine probably for the first 5-6 days, and then once I decided that I could make it through half a day without it, I just like, man, fuck it. It can't get no worse than this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It'll only get better. So dealing with that, that's just it developed a habit of anything I do. I just go at it about that way. I don't know if you ever seen on on YouTube, I took the bullet out myself.
Jesus.
Yeah, but it's just.
Where'd you get shot?
I got shot directly in my back, and it shattered my shoulder blade and spent to my shoulder. So it sat there for like 4 or 5 years. And it's so crazy, right? When you hear people tell you the stories.
There it is?
Yeah.
So,
that's me taking it out.
So it was pushing out. How long after you got shot?
Yeah, about 5. It could have been like 5 years.
5 years. So the bullet was it was working its way out of your skin for 5 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
And went on and continued my day.
Did you get it stitched up at least?
Nah.
Really?
Yeah, but it healed like it was supposed to, man. The fact that them not doing surgery on me when I got shot and it healed, that was a cakewalk at that point. So
why didn't they want to do surgery?
One, I don't know if for them not have, I guess for how many people was there so fast, and then them not being able to go in and know if it's somewhere that was damaging or however you want to put the words, but that shit, they were like, man, we gotta get them up out of here, and that was just the reality of it. But the only bad thing is, because they didn't move it and it was there, it got tangled up in a lot of my nerves and muscle. So like if you ever pay attention to me, like I can't lift my arm directly straight up or do a lot of different things because it was sitting in there for so many years.
That's got to piss you off, because they could have just pulled that out, right?
Definitely, yeah, definitely, because it was so close to the edge. Because from the time I got shot to the time it came out, you could always feel it. So it was that close.
That's the thing about doctors. Like, you can get a really good doctor, or you can get a doctor that's like, fucking leave it in there.
And it's crazy, right, man? Because I help a lot of kids in life, and you watch some of these doctors, they take a personal liking and loving to these kids, and just trying to figure out ways to help them, or even some of the elders. And then you got some people like, shit, it ain't gonna work, they ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? That's the fucked up part about it.
Yeah, well, I think some people get real calloused, unfortunately. I see a lot of people die and then they lose their feeling for it. Yeah. And other people never do. That's the best thing about great doctors, is you just really appreciate them. If someone who really cares, you really appreciate them.
That extra, let's try one more time, sometimes can change everything, as opposed to there's nothing else we can do.
Yeah, especially when someone's got a bullet in their shoulder. Just get it out of there, man. Especially if it's right there. Like, how far below the surface was it, like, when you first went in?
Oh, no. So when I first went in, it was just bulging, like,
so it was like at
this,
the
you
skin?
could do it. Yeah, so if you do this, you could always feel it. So, though, like, when you look at the video that was on YouTube, by that point, it broke the skin on its own. Because, you'll hear stories like bullets they'll push their way out, or you'll hear the stories during rain or cold weather, it'll make you feel some way. Like, that shit really for real.
Oh, it makes sense. I mean, there's a piece of metal in you. That's what everybody says that has, like, broken arms when they get plates. They get plates in their arms or in their legs. A lot of fighters say that when it's cold out, it just sucks.
Oh, I didn't even think of it. I ain't never had a broken bone, so I didn't.
Yeah. when they break, you know, a lot of times, like when you break your forearm, they have to do that. They have to
like when they put the pins in.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly, man. You ever seen anybody get it done?
No.
A lot of people, they do it from a spinning back fist. They throw a spinning back fist and they hit the forearm. They hit their forearm on someone's forehead and it snaps that way. Or they're blocking kicks. But when they do it, man, the whole arm has to be cut open. They got to put a bar in there and screws and tighten it all together.
They take it back out or just stay there forever?
It depends. You can get it taken back out. Some guys have to get it taken back out because the screws start backing out and they start poking through the skin. It makes it really painful. You know, especially if you're trying to kick or block kicks or punch or anything like that. So.
And that's crazy. Much as a diehard UFC fan, my one thing about that is watching them kick. I don't understand how they don't break their leg every time they kick. Even though I know they do different procedures to make it hard and
yeah, the different procedures don't really prevent it. It makes it definitely tougher. Like there's some Thai guys who have crazy shins because they've been like kicking bamboo trees and you know, kicking pads and heavy bags and bags with sand in them. They've been doing that their whole lives. So they have like really dense shin bones, and they just swat people with those like they're baseball bats.
Yeah.
There's this dude, I think his name is Malapai, and he was fighting in a lion fight. And this dude would just go shin to shin with everybody, just kick him in the shins. Just kick him in the shins. They just couldn't tolerate it. He would hit so fucking hard. And just his bones were just so dense because he'd been doing it forever. But even those guys, like, they have to be careful. Like, you know, I'm sure Anderson Silva has very dense bones.
I was just going to say that was
that
one
kick
of
was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy to watch, like, an all-time great snap his leg like that. Like, no.
You know, that was one of the favorites. Still one of the favorites, though. He's
one of the greatest of all time. One of the greatest of all time. He was a master at finding people's chins.
Hey, woman, since your man ain't got no heart, why don't you come to my apartment tonight and I'll show you a real man.
There you go.
What? Fuck you.